and it mutes itself every single time. But now it's not. Hey everybody, I'm going here and welcome back to Tales of Berseria. Stream this live on Friday the 24th. And if you weren't here, you missed out on, hopefully, more character arcs. And hopefully, Eleanor not turning back into a spy again. I think she will, honestly, but I'm hoping that she won't. Expedition is back, and what do we have from the expedition?
Our scout ship has returned!
Ooh. Nice. Wait a second. We got the swordsman eye patch. Nice. We're missing one for the volcano, though, so we gotta get that.
Scout ship departing.
And now we can go see what everyone had to say since last time. And you know what, Eleanor? Supposedly you're not a spy anymore, so we probably should take away that devil halo from you, but I am not sure yet. I feel like you're the type of character that said that either to further cement that you are not a spy, even though you really are, or with such a fragile belief on some things that when things come shattering down, you're going to go back to the one thing you know, which is the Abbey. It just feels like it, but I'm going to leave it to the end, because I'm not sure if I can trust you or not. I'm not sure if I'm going to switch your halo yet or not. For my entire being, that... Yes, awesome, but they're the cat souls! Fine, Rucker, what do you want?
Oh, hey, Velvet. You don't mind if I give Kudogane that orichalcum you fished up, do you?
Doesn't matter to me. But do you really think you can make a weapon with that?
I don't know. What does the expert think?
Conventionally, no, it's impossible. But when has convention ever stopped a demon?
I won't argue that.
We're dealing with the hardest metal in existence. But I'm ready to cast aside all doubt, to focus everything on forging my greatest creation.
If anybody can do it, it's you. Good luck, Kudogane.
Yeah, best of luck. If you can make Rokuro stronger, you'll be helping me out too.
There you go. You consumed the orichalcum block. It was not a block, it was like just a shard, a rock almost. What do you got, Magalu?
Have you been practicing your dove impression, Velvet?
What? No.
Now, a performer in Magilu's menagerie has to be more diligent than that. What if we're stopped at a checkpoint and the guards ask you to perform a trick?
If that happens, I'll show them my trick where I devour an entire witch faster than the blink of an eye.
Oh, that would be a sight indeed. But seriously, if you ever want some magic tricks up your sleeve, let me know and I'll teach you some. Just 10,000 gold each.
But enough, I can actually afford that right now. At least learn 2 tricks. Alright. I'm scared to talk to you because I feel like that demon girl's gonna talk, and I don't like her voice that much.
Laviset, I spy! I can't, Kamawana. I've got stuff to...
I spy with my little eye. Something that starts with V.
Okay, I'll try. Is it... Velvet?
No fair. How'd you do it so fast?
Wait, Kamawana, I'm sorry. You don't have to cry.
Poor Fee.
Why does it sound like that that demon girl has a constant, like, dry throat? It's like she's constantly has a dry throat or just like the beginnings of like an infection. Why? They could have given you many different voices. Why did they go for the raspy one? What about you, Eleanor?
What else do they have in common?
What are you up to?
I'm compiling everything we know about Earth Pulse points, starting with what the ones in Ward Forest and Palamedes have in common. I'll compare those points with the ones that didn't have any Therians. Then, I'll factor in everything I currently know about the Abbey's deployments. Once that's done, I'll match all that information against what we know about the locations Laphicet was able to sense. When that's completed, we should be able to tell which locations are more likely to house a Therian.
You're really going all out, aren't you?
Must you sound so incredulous? If you're going to do something, then give it your all. There's no other way to live.
Right. I'm counting on you then.
I'm not doing this for you. This is for me and for Laphicet. Do you even understand why that boy's trying so hard?
Yeah, I do.
Supposedly, yeah, he does. Or she does. And you know what? For that, I can't change you right now, so you stick with that devil halo for a little while longer.
Hey, what do you say we track down another Therian?
Sure. From what I can tell, the next closest Earth pulse point is near the center of Midgand.
Midgand, huh? The capital's not far from there. I wonder how things are now that Griffin's gone, though.
Only one way to find out.
Maybe so, but Isen's not here, you know.
You're right. I haven't seen him in a while. We should probably ask Benwick where he wandered off to.
Yeah.
Hold on. There's a letter here. On pretty cutesy stationery, too. Let's just have a quick look-see. As the cold turns bitter and the snow piles up on the mountains, I cannot help but think of you and hope you are in good cheer. As for myself, I am the same as ever, although I recently acquired a rare item that I shall be sending your...
It's rude to read other people's letters, you know.
Yeah, but how else are we supposed to find out whose it is?
Does it say who the sender is?
Uzfamiwu Wexov.
Who the hell is that?
Probably someone on this island, if I had to guess. Hey! Anybody lose a letter?
Do any of these folks look like the type to write a fancy letter?
Point taken.
It could be one of the pirates. Why don't we go to the docks and ask around?
Fine, just don't forget our mission.
Well, they said they're gonna send in like a rare item, so maybe we can ask where they got that rare item and ask them to share the location.
No reply this time either?
Nah, but she's doing okay. I can say that much.
That's good to hear. I can rest easy then.
Now's about getting that pot wrapped. I's got this new sunflower print, huh? How's that sound?
Yeah, that one's cute enough. Let's go with that.
Did he just say cute?
Help you with something?
Someone dropped this letter. Do you have any idea who it might...
You didn't read it, did you?
Wait, it's yours?
We didn't read it. Much.
You really didn't read it?
No, of course not.
Put this letter in with the package.
Who's got it? When you ship with the Turtles Express, rest assured your mail is in good hands.
If you're done here, we're ready to head out. Our destination is Midgand.
Yeah, I'm all set.
Was he sending a gift to someone? And with a letter, too.
Gotta be a lady friend, that's for sure.
You think? Either way, that letter was really polite. And did you see that penmanship?
Yeah, I didn't know old Reeps had it in him.
I can hear you two, you know.
Ah,
Of course, of
Yikes.
course.
Better watch what we say from now on.
Yeah.
How's it going, Shadow Walker 5? Welcome to the stream, and we got another skit to watch.
I noticed you've come up with your little name for the kid. You sure are the sentimental type, aren't you?
Oh? Calling him Fee doesn't cost me anything. And it's not like I gave it much thought.
That may be the case, but no one else has taken even that token effort. And in doing so, I wonder if maybe you were trying to encourage him to be his own being. After all, one requires a name before he can consider his own identity. Having been given a name, he realizes he is his own entity, separate from others, and a certain formless essence comes to life inside him. And you're the one who set that process in motion for the kid. Whether you intended to or not, you changed him from a puppet into a living being.
So what's your point?
I've been with you since the start of this journey, haven't I? Wouldn't kill you to give me a nickname, would it?
I've never really thought of us as being that close. And besides, you just forced your way into the group.
Come now! I know you've got a bigger heart than that! Surely you have it in you to give a nickname to a dear friend!
We're not dear friends. And even if we were, I'm not good at nicknames anyway.
Please, I'm begging you!
Okay then. Moggy.
Oh, come on, that's so obvious! Can't you put some heart into it for your dear friend?
Fine. Lou.
Do I look like an old man to you? You're not even trying!
Okay then. Witchy McWitcherton.
Interesting. Well, if I had to rank it against 1,000 other nicknames, I'd probably put it at number 1011. A nickname needs to have charm. It needs to leave a lasting impression.
Sure then. Hattie.
Now you're just saying what you see!
Book skirt.
That's not any better either!
Ms. Creepy Eyes.
That's just an insult! Look, no nicknames based on what you see, and especially no slandering!
Lil Miss Witch who smiles around you but stabs you in the back when you're not looking.
Hey, that's personal information!
Look, I told you. I'm not good at coming up with nicknames.
Forget it! I should have known this wouldn't work!
Yeah, you kind of brought that on yourself. And Shadow Walker 5, starting what grade they're for? From what I understand, it's kind of what Team Eradicate said, where it was meant to buy stuff in New Game Plus. I'm not sure if that's entirely correct, because it's my first one. I have no reference points to see what it is. And I don't really want things spoiled that much, but if it is for New Game Plus stuff, I'm not going to use it because I don't go to New Game Plus for games that I plan on streaming. I normally go for the story, and once I'm done with it, I'm kind of done with it. So if that's what grade is for in this game, then I have no use for it. No point in farming it out. But what's the other skit?
Aizen, what happened to those octopuses?
Dial and Kurogane took them to the kitchen. They said they were going to make dinner for Kamoana.
They're going to feed demons to her?
Etheria needs malevolence to survive.
That's why they carried them off alive.
What do they plan on making?
Octopus ink pasta with takoyaki and fried octopus on the side, and Hellavisian octopus carpaccio.
Do they have a takoyaki pan here at the prison?
Kurogane hammered one out with some iron, along with a large pot for the pasta.
Still looking like that? Takoyaki would hit the spot right about now, though.
Octopus ink pasta, huh?
Like squids, octopuses release ink as a defensive mechanism, but theirs is made of different stuff and is used in other ways. Squid ink is stickier and acts like a decoy, but octopus ink spreads out like a cloud of smoke. But squid ink has 30 times the savory flavor, so octopus ink isn't used in pasta all that often.
Luffy told me the same thing. He said that's why octopus ink pasta isn't very good.
Luffy said that?
Yeah, so I ended up not making it for him. But I wonder... I guess it doesn't matter, since I can't taste it now.
I'll taste it for you then. So make me some octopus ink pasta sometime, alright?
Alright, and I'll be sure to make some that doesn't come from demons.
And who was that letter for as well, actually? I mean, I think I have an idea who it was for, considering it was Aizen, but... curious.
Hey, who did Aizen send that letter and cooking pot to, anyway?
I don't want to think about it. That walloping still stings.
You've got to be curious, though, right?
Maybe.
It was serious stuff. Whoever it is must be important to him. A lover, maybe.
Aizen's lover.
A child wouldn't be happy with that cooking pot, and a man wouldn't want it wrapped up so pretty. A young woman with Aizen's tastes, then. He'd be bound to fall for a miraculous match like that, right?
I don't know. I bet she's that girl with the yellow umbrella.
You really have a thing for her, don't you?
I do not. That's not what I mean.
Then pray tell, what do you mean?
Huh?
Eavesdropping, Eleanor? How unseemingly rude of you. Besides, Luffy said is free to like whomever he chooses.
You're one to talk about eavesdropping, Moggy Lou. Anyway, it's just that the sunflower design on the wrapping reminded me of her.
Now that you mention it, but does it really matter? He has someone to write to in any case.
True. I can't help but feel a bit envious.
What a nice way of summing it up, Velvet. So you were eavesdropping too, then?
Everyone's eavesdropping.
Say, what do you think about Aizen?
Oh, so that's the kind of guy you're into, hmm?
Huh. Not what I'd expect, but...
No! I just feel there's something different about him. The way he picks presents, the objects that catch his eye.
Oh, is that all? Boring.
No kidding. All men have some kind of particular interest, big or small.
I suppose that's true, but he seems a bit, shall we say, overly obsessive?
Now that you mention it, He does have a tendency to ramble on about various topics.
And it's not just the items he collects.
There's more to it?
Every weekend, he eats curry for dinner, and every time we go into port, he docks at the 3rd bollard.
Come to think of it, I heard the galley crew complaining that he always needs his pasta cooked exactly the right way.
And when he needs a new outfit, he always goes to the same tailor and returns with identical clothes and boots. It all has to be exactly the same size and in exactly the same color. Turtle says he's very nitpicky.
Sounds like he's not so much picky as he is a pain in the ass.
But I do see a different side of him now. I thought pirates were all rough and filthy, but it seems they can be quite meticulous.
Not much of a reassessment.
Now, how many skits are there?
It must not feel great only ever getting tails, I bet.
Nah, I don't really mind that much. It's way too late for me to start letting that bother me.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be nice to get heads at least once? Hell, I know I'd like to see that, and I bet Laphicet here does too.
Yeah, I do.
Right? That's why I've brought something a little special. Ta-da!
What's so special about that coin? It looks identical to the one Eisen already has.
The front side does, yes. But both sides of the coin are actually heads. I had Kurogane make it for me custom. If both sides are heads, then not even the Reaper's curse can stop it.
Well, yeah, but that's cheating. What's the point in getting heads if it's rigged that way?
It's not cheating. It's called effort and hard work.
How?
If you always work hard and never give up, you'll make your own way forward. All right, I'm in. I'll get that heads for you. What?
That crow just flew off with the coin!
Those birds are attracted to shiny objects, I suppose. Damn it! I can't even win against a crow.
Don't sweat it. I figured something like this might happen, so I had a backup ready.
Oh, God.
Go on, give it a shot. You'll show that curse who's boss this time.
All right, here goes.
Indoors?
I don't believe it! Now Prince Percival's griffin's gone and eaten the other coin right out of the air!
Are you kidding me?
Not to worry, I've got a spare backup. It's time to put that curse on notice.
Right. Here I go.
What?
You gotta be kidding me. Reaper's curse or not, does it really have to go this far over a damn coin?
It's fine, really. I had a feeling it'd turn out like this.
Well, I sure didn't.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, God, Ice. Oh, fuck. That's divine punishment. I'm gonna say after seeing all those things, but god damn it. Alright, so where are we going now?
Hey, Eisen, is there, anything we can do about the Prince's hawk? Griffin, I mean. Every day, it goes out on these hunts or whatever, and brings back the weirdest stuff. It's making a real mess out of the deck.
Hawk's hunt. What's the big deal?
Well, yeah. At first it was bringing back good stuff like seaweed and fish, things we could cook with. Sure, I was glad for a while. But then it started to escalate. Now we're talking 150 kilo ambercants and 350 kilo killer swordfish that it's catching.
That's not a bad thing, is it? It just means more to eat.
It is when they're being dropped from the sky onto the deck. Especially those killer swordfish and razor-sharp bills. What if somebody gets run through by one?
Can't you just warn the prince that his bird needs to be more careful?
Yeah, we could, but he looks so happy watching his hawk, I'd hate to spoil it for him.
Yeah, the prince looks so happy whenever Griffin is flying free. He kept grinning and asking Grocky all nice-like if he wanted to fly some more.
Grocky?
That's what Kamawana kept calling Griffin. She says she came up with it by combining Griffin and Hawk.
This is probably the first time in the prince's life that he's tasted any freedom. His whole life, he's only done what duty dictated of him. Letting Griffin fly was his first free act. To the prince, Grocky's an extension of who he is.
So what are we going to do?
Nothing, really. It's not like it really hurt anybody.
But it's punctured some major holes on the deck!
I'm sure even the prince knows when to rein it in. Let him have a little fun. He deserves it.
I don't know about all that. I'd say the prince is letting his newfound freedom get the better of him. Hey, I was just up on deck and it looks like Griffin's caught an elephant tuna this time.
An elephant tuna? That's the really big tuna that can swallow a killer whale whole, right?
What?
That almost sounds like a demon to me.
Yep, huge fish, gills like elephant ears. I saw it myself. From the looks of it, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a demon. It's crazy valuable. On a good day, it can fetch 20 million gold on the market. But there's something ominous about seeing it hovering in the air above the ship.
20 million gold? I take back everything I said. The prince and Griffin can do whatever they want.
Did she say above the ship?
Oh, hell. Benwick, we need to stop Prince Percival.
Aye, aye, sir. Hey! Don't drop that on the deck! Are you listening to me?
But 20 million gold. You could buy a new one. It'd be fancier too with... I don't know what actually stuff a ship has to make it fancier, but you know those.
May I ask you a question?
What?
You're an Earth Moloch, yes? Why live on the sea when your kind sinks in water?
I live on the sea because I'm an Earth Moloch.
I'd be curious to hear more.
Ifrid used to go on about how we should accept what we were born with. But one time he joked about the idea of a pirate who couldn't swim, and he laughed and laughed. I wanted to clobber him right then and there, but it wouldn't have changed the fact that I can't swim. I didn't want some predestined elemental affinity to control who I was. Instead, I underwent tough training to overcome it.
Well, I guess that's one way to approach it. Did this training of yours bear any fruit?
Well, as soon as I stepped into a river, a big flood brought down a landslide from the mountains and swallowed me up. Then, when I tried going into a lake, the seaweed suddenly multiplied and tangled around my body, nearly drowning me. And then finally, when I tried jumping into the ocean, a huge whirlpool formed with me at its very center.
Huh. The Reaper's curse at play?
As far as I'm concerned, my Earth affinity and my Reaper's curse aren't much different, and that they've both shackled me since I came into being. This is about pushing and challenging the constraints I was born with.
So, did you eventually learn how to swim?
Pretty much, yeah. As long as I never let go of my portable life preserver.
Oh, huh.
You can swim as long as you have something to grab onto. That's just great. The skipper's letter is a forbidden and subject among the crew. Best to leave it alone. And with that, a warning out of the way, we're ready to sail. Alright. I haven't gone to this one yet, so let's go to this class 4. Another one they sort of teased us about. And why do they have these things floating, or like around here? It almost looks like a circle that I could have put some ornamentation on, but this rock right here is ruining that formation. So I guess it's just going to be more combat. Let's see how screwed I can be. I'm excited.
Don't waste my time.
Hurricane!
You broke me! Here's your justice! Fight in order!
Yeah, those scorpions, that's for it. What are you think? Ow. Fuck. Oh, there. Oh! Oh, these things. Alright. There we go. Ow, fuck! Ah! What are these, roly-polies? One of the only upsides so far about this entire arena is that it is very easy for me to get, like, sort of going, if I can get some breakpoints on it. That's a flat. No, it's not. Double haze! Next one's all these guys again. God damn, you nuked that. Then again, these guys are getting nuked real bad regardless. Oh, they are? Didn't even notice. Ah, fuck. There you go.
I still need a lot of training.
Is training hard?
It's necessary, so no, I don't think so.
Classic honor roll student.
Getting a lot of gray out of that. Pendant that shows its strength in times of peril. Fashioned from Feldspear. Mana Catalyst. One of those things again and again and again. And Avenger's Ventite. Allows the user of break souls and counterattacks on normal difficulty or higher. Oh shit, nice. Well, I'm always going to challenge these things when they show up because, furthermore, they're just bonus stuff to get. So I'm curious, at one point, are they going to start becoming a bit more challenging? I thought it was a gauntlet. And at the very least, with Velvet, it is ridiculously easy to sort of get into a good loop. As long as you have one thing to devour with, like at least 3 BGs, and you can get to 5, it is very easy to keep it going. And just, as you sort of saw, I will just keep going and going and going. Each one getting me more HP, and I can just keep going infinitely. I believe we're going to go here. No, we're supposed to go to mid again, but there is a dialogue thing, so I assume that we are somewhat close.
you guys hear? The search party that went to the Laban tunnel was wiped out by a demon.
Really? They were the ones out searching for Count Capelus, weren't they?
You mean the one who managed to get kidnapped? Despite everyone else at his manor, servants and children alike, getting killed? You'd think noblemen like that would have some decent exorcists among their personal guard.
Suppose he did. But I heard every blade there, sword and spear alike, was found chipped and cracked to hell.
What kind of demon could do that?
Who are the Capeluses?
They are one of the great noble lines, on par with Oscar's Dragonia family, and have served Midgand for generations.
People refer to them as the royal family's hidden dagger. Unlike me, you never hear good rumors about them. They say behind the royal family's glory lies blood and tears shed at the hand of the Capelus family.
But those are just rumors. Although I do know that in recent times, the Count had stood against the rise of the Abbey.
I couldn't care less about the whereabouts of some noble. But we should be careful of the demon that took out all those exorcists.
Yeah, it sounds like a worthy opponent.
Of course, and listen, just give me something good.
Our scout ship has returned!
Come on. Perfect wins.
Well, well. Now here's a fine haul.
Which will get us... no treasure?
I knew this would be big. What a treasure!
I mean, a crystal expelled from the volcano on Soma Island. When touched, the mineral's color and hardens radically change. And new skill learned. Nice. And with that, we've gotten all the specials here. So, let's go on to the next new area.
Scout ship setting sail.
You're level 9, you should be able to do well on this. Alright, off to Midgand, where things should be going okay, I think. I mean, the last thing we did was sort of fuck up their one thing they have to worry about. Then again, this area, they also sort of displayed that mind control pulse, so... maybe they're... how am I missing these things? Every single time I come back, I see a new chest, and I just wonder, how did I not see that originally? It's on my way through the entire area. I'm fucking blind. They're the person that cheats in the card dealing bastard stuff. Wait. I think I might have... no, I actually think I am. Yes, I am indeed going the wrong way. If I remember, Midgand was the main town area, but then why would there be a cutscene at here? And damn it, there are no more in cutscenes. I miss those. I remember Midgand is not here. This is the one problem about playing this game. It's big, it's vast, it's great. But every now and then I forget shit. Not even because I haven't played the game in a while, it's just I have bad memory. I'm trying to remember where the fuck Midgand was. I think it was in the other ports? I thought it was this one, honestly, but I sort of thought so because I saw the dialogue after, but apparently not, maybe?
The boss has given me a message for you. Says there's some sort of nasty demon running around in the Eldina Plains, to the east of Logris. She thought it might be the one you're looking for.
Wasn't the Eastern Highway closed off from Logris?
That was only temporary. It's back open now. If you follow the road, you'll reach Stonebury Village. There you'll find one of ours who actually saw the demon. You want to know more? That'd be a good place to start.
Got it.
Hey, that's the same direction I sensed the...
Give Tabitha our thanks.
It's looking more and more like we're on the right track. We ought to go check out that Bloodwing story.
Then let's start by going to Stonebury.
Hey, Eisen, did I say something wrong back there?
No. I just didn't think we needed to give the Bloodwings any information for free.
Huh?
He means the Earth Pulse points, kid. We're the only ones who know about them.
But aren't we on the same side as the Bloodwings?
We're not enemies with them. But I wouldn't go so far as to call them our friends either.
That's just how it goes in the underworld. Things can change at the drop of a hat. A poison hat.
But how are they supposed to trust us if we don't show them trust in kind?
That messenger knew our faces, even though we'd never met. He was here waiting for us, even though we hadn't told anyone where we were going.
You're right!
We hardly know the first thing about them, and yet they seem to know every move we make.
They could easily sell us out if it struck their fancy.
They'll work with us as long as we're a useful ally in their resistance against the Abbey. But the more tricks we can keep up our sleeve, the better.
We've got each other's back, but only as long as we hold a knife up our sleeve. That's what counts as trust in the underworld.
That sounds terrible. But at least you can trust that Tabitha's cooking will be tasty.
Can't argue that.
An Eastern Midgand. Now I know I'm in the right place. Then why was there a dialogue in one of the other towns then? I guess just world building?
This is everyone's first time to Stonebury, right?
Why was it blocked off? Demons?
No, there was a great tornado on the Aldina Plains that swallowed up a whole merchant caravan. Hundreds gone in an instant.
The cooling of the climate is causing bouts of odd weather. Thunderstorms, heavy downpours, and the like.
Correct. The Abbey is keeping a tight guard on traffic through the affected areas.
If it's open now, that must mean the tornado is gone.
I wonder what sort of place it is.
It's quite lovely. In the vast forest to the east, you can find gemstones, and it's teeming with rare plants and insects. The locals trade only as much meat and hides as they need, and they live peaceful, quiet lives.
You sure know a lot about this place.
It's where the Norman he first fell in love with grew up.
Yeah! Please don't embarrass me. Though we are apart from each other now, our hearts are still as one.
Immediately after you and I made our pact and set off, she fell in love with some macho Norman and moved away.
What? Why haven't I heard about this? How long have you known?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I found out during my long search for you. Or maybe it was right after we left. I remember leaving something in the village and going back to... Oh well, not like it matters.
It does matter!
There's no sense in crying over a fickle girl. Come, Stonebury awaits.
Yeah, you're gonna be okay, Bienfu. You'll find someone new someday. Maybe. If I remember correctly, the chest over here was the one that costed over 150? It might have been like one of the cheap ones for all I know. Oh, 75. Got it. They still give me nothing. It's like they follow a pattern of one chest gives you nothing, the next one gives you something. Don't know what, but something. That's a cat. It's strange because every now and then it's always a pattern of one does and one doesn't. And I feel like it's which ones I open and not specific chests that have specific things. So that's interesting, I guess. Probably just means that I can go that way now. But there's dialogue here, so I must do that.